What's up, guys, and welcome to another beautiful country. Right now I'm actually in the city of Bogota here in Colombia, and I wanted to just clock in real fast to check in with you guys because it's been a few days since my last upload and a lot of things have changed. Now right now, as you can tell, the city is a bit gloomy. It's a bit on the colder side. We actually just got done coming from Montserrat, which is actually not that top, but this mountaintop up here. We took a cable car all the way up there, and yo, it was insane. It was epic. The cable car journey itself cost about $5, and it was worth every penny. Now I'm actually here in Bogota with Itamar Mizrahi, who I met in Serbia a few months ago, and my younger brother. It's actually his first trip outside of the US, so he's super excited. He's loving Colombia so far, and this trip is only just getting started, guys. I plan on spending about the next 3 to 4 weeks here in the country of Colombia. My younger brother will be with me for about 1 week in total, and then he'll be taking off back home to continue working. But look at this, guys. I don't know what you guys had in mind when you were thinking about Colombia, or when Colombia comes to your mind, but I definitely don't think of huge modern skyscrapers. But here in Bogota, there's actually a big mix between skyscrapers and small Antigua styled homes, which is actually, we're staying actually in one of those traditional styled Antigua homes. Now this city, for being a huge city in South America, it's actually surprisingly clean. I always see people like him cleaning the city, cleaning the sidewalks, the grass areas, and it's really nice to see. Now Bogota as a whole is also extremely vibrant. It's very colorful. There's street art that can be found literally everywhere, and it's also really cool because a lot of the homes have many different color shades as well, like this one. Look at this little burrito joint. It has a black wall and then a green and a yellow one. I love the little shingle roofs, and that's what I'm saying. It has a nice contrast, this city, from the old Antigua styled buildings to the modern side. How crazy is that, right, guys? Let me know down in the comments if that contrast shocked you, because this is what I feel like a lot of people expect a lot of the cities in Bogota, in Colombia, to look like, and they don't envision this. Now, as I was mentioning, today we're not gonna do anything real interesting. I just want to show you guys around, show you Bogota, show you guys what I'm seeing right now firsthand. However, there will be some very exciting videos coming from this city. I've also noticed that traffic is also incredibly bad as well on some of the major streets, but not as bad as other cities in South America, such as Lima or Cusco. Even Medellin can get pretty bad. Now I have noticed that, man, there are a lot of people just lounging, hanging out outside, and it's really nice to see. Now, the whole pandemic situation here, what can I say? Most people are wearing masks, except when you're outdoors. A lot of people are still having them on their faces if, yeah, they want to, I guess. But when you're outdoors, most people just go on about their daily life without the mask and, you know, enjoy the nice fresh air. But here in Bogota, it is still required to put on a face covering anytime you go indoors. However, man, most of the places we've been going to are like places like cafes and restaurants and like beer places, and all of them, dude, most people are just chilling. Like, you walk in there, you have your mask on when you walk in, and the moment you sit down on the table, it comes off. So that's the situation here. I really love these little water fountains that run through the middle of this walkway here. However, that water is really gross. I would hate to fall into that. Man, now my feet are all wet. I'm scared to walk down these little slopes. But as I'm mentioning, guys, today I just want to take you guys around, show you what I'm seeing. These beautiful street arts that can be found everywhere. If only I can share with you guys these smells, because man, it has a mixture of like fresh air and smog. I don't know, very weird, but it has the smell of Bogota, man. I like it. I'm just really excited to be here. Now, Another thing about Colombia as well is that they don't mess around, man. Police are rolling around everywhere. Here in Bogota, there are police officers and securities literally everywhere, and they roll around on these like dirt bikes. Look at these. How crazy is that? Now, I'm not gonna lie. Even my brother gets a little nervous when they roll by. They look intimidating. They're scary people.
We already got stopped once.
Yeah, we did get stopped once. Earlier today, we walked by like a police, what would you call it? A police station?
Yeah,
almost? Yeah, on the side of the sidewalk. And as we were walking by there, they stopped us and asked us for our documents. And they ended up just cracking jokes. They started talking to Itamar and saying, yo, you're just like all the rest of the Israelis coming to Colombia to take our woman. And what did you say?
I have a girlfriend.
And they were like, ah, get out of here. We don't want to check your passports. And they let us go. So that was the situation with the cops here. Very nice and chill vibes, man. For being a huge city, it's also very, very slow paced. I've noticed that there's actually a lot of people walking around, a lot of people picking up food to go and enjoying it in these open areas such as these parks. And there's also a lot of street vendors. Now there's also a huge variety of street food here on the streets of Bogota. I've noticed carts absolutely everywhere. Right now we're in the city center but on the outskirts. However, as we dive on into La Candelaria area, you will definitely see it pick up quite a bit. Man, I really love all of these huge open areas in the city as well. They're everywhere. Like so many places to just hang out, lounge, walk. Over here to my other direction, same situation. Huge path, huge walkways with a lot of beautiful street art. Now, in order to enter Colombia, there's actually nothing special you have to do. In fact, did they check our vaccination cards? No, not at all. They didn't check our vaccination cards or PCR tests. There's a no PCR test requirement to enter the country. However, on the website, the embassy, it does say that you need vaccination cards. They didn't even check those. So basically, we just hopped on a plane.
Form, we had to put it if we were vaccinated or not.
Yeah, true, but they didn't check them here, right? They only checked them. Did they?
Yeah, we got stopped and they showed us.
Oh yeah, true. So there is a immigration form that you have to fill out on the Colombian embassy's website. It's called a checkmate form, and it's real basic, like 15 yes or no questions, but you have to do it 12 hours before landing in Colombia. We actually didn't do it until we landed here, and really they could have denied us entry if they wanted to, if they really wanted to, but the people were quite friendly, so they let us come on in with no problem. So yeah, a checkmate form, a flight, and you could be experiencing this too, guys. So right now we're diving into La Candelaria, which is the most historic district here in the city of Bogota. It's also extremely trendy. This is where a lot of the foreigners choose to come and stay, because this is where you can find pretty much all of the hostels, hotels, and everything dedicated to tourists. Unfortunately, there's also a huge amount of stray dogs out here as well. Wow, look at this. They're making arepas. That looks bomb. You ever had an arepa, bro?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. They put it in every meal. It's very common.
Really? So, dude, when you were here in Colombia last time, where did you visit?
I was been in Medellin for 2 weeks. Then I was been in Santa Marta, Cartagena,
Okay.
and all the east, like Palomino. Yeah,
Okay.
East,
No, in the north.
in the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the north. Man, it was amazing.
Along the Caribbean coast, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then we leave Colombia by a very big cruise.
Oh yeah, you took the cruise over to
Yeah,
Panama.
To Panama.
So that's actually a very popular trip that a lot of people do when they come here to Colombia. They actually start here in Bogota and travel all the way north, usually by bus. And then once you get to Cartagena, you can take a cruise or a sailboat through the sandblast and end up in Panama, which is really cool. Now, how much did that cruise cost?
It cost something like $800.
Okay.
But it was for 7 days,
All inclusive.
All inclusive with food and drinks, pool parties.
Lots of Israelis, I'm guessing.
Lots of Israelis.
Lots of Israelis here in Colombia.
How you say that you play on money?
Gambling, casinos.
Casinos, yeah, like
Wow.
huge floor of casinos.
Sounds like a good time to me.
And then I saved money for my next flight, so it was a good deal.
Oh, on your next flight.
Yeah, because I down on Panama.
Oh, okay.
So
So this here, hold on, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off. I got to show the people this wall. Look at how cool this wall is. Up there it says, "Fuck you, juego, me." Man, so much going on here. This looks like a UFO with the alien Peruvian flag over here. A French flag. Crazy, right, guys? That's so sick, man. I love the street art here. As I said, I might be overly hyped about being in Bogota right now, but man, it's just so good to be out traveling. I love traveling, I love being out on the road, and you know, I had a nice month-and-a-half break with the family. It was good, but I definitely needed to get back out, man. Wow. Now, even though I have been to Bogota on two different occasions now, both times for over a week, I am still incredibly shocked because a lot of things look so different since the pandemic. A lot of businesses are closed. A lot of the streets and the plazas that were incredibly busy before are no longer busy. And you know, those things are sad to see. A lot of my favorite hostels have also closed their doors, and that made me incredibly sad. You can just really see how bad the pandemic took a toll on the communities here in Bogota and on the economy as a whole. Now, another thing that's really cool about Bogota and Colombia as a whole is that here, everywhere you go, the taxis are all yellow, and it has the license plate or the license number of the vehicle along the sides. Just as in like Mexico City, all of the taxis were pink and white. Pretty cool. That's actually how I felt yesterday. As soon as I arrived at the airport, man, I jumped into the taxi, and as soon as you open up the taxi doors, you're like, dang, I'm in Colombia. Now, I did get done filming a very interesting video today for my main channel, which will be out in a few days as well, showing you guys a much more in-depth look into the city. Today we tried a bunch of traditional Colombian food, went up Montserrat, had a couple local craft beers, and I really want you guys to experience that. So make sure to look out for that video. But for now, guys, I think that's gonna be the end. That's gonna be the end of our little stroll here through Bogota. I just wanted to check in with you guys, show you exactly where I am these days and what you guys can expect to see in the following weeks. So for now, later guys.